literally. And I remember the audition came through and I read it. One, I was a fan of All American already. The show is like, it's addictive. Right. But then I read the audition and I was like, oh yeah, this is mine. This is mine. Yeah, like I know this character. He reminds me of some people where I'm from.
What's going on, guys? This is Brian Jones from PopCulture.com. And joining me today is one of the stars of the hit CW series All American. And you can also see him in the new movie, Cheaper by the Dozen, which starts streaming on Disney Plus next month, Simeon Daise. Simeon, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, of course, man. So I wanted to ask you this first. You played Jabari on All American, and for season 4, the new episodes, they start up at the end of this month, February 21st. So what can fans expect from this new episode and from your character?
So we pick back up last episode where Spencer might potentially get expelled for taking the rap for some of his teammates, Jabari included. So this next episode, I can't give away too much, but this is the follow-up of Spencer's future, actually. Like, is he going to risk it all? Is he going to lose his dreams? Is he going to continue to live in his Superman complex and take the rap? Or are things going to turn out differently? So this is what we find out in the next episode.
That's going to be very exciting to see. And the next question, and I'm curious about this, with All American being so popular, has grown over the years. How did you land the role of Jabari?
To be honest, I auditioned.
Yeah.
You know, this was the end of 2020, like December, literally. And I remember the audition came through and I read it. One, I was a fan of All American already. The show is like, it's addictive. Right. But then I read the audition and I was like, oh yeah, this is mine. This is mine. Yeah, like I know this character. He reminds me of some people where I'm from. So we had a Zoom call audition. I did the audition like 2 days later. They were like, what's his availability? And then we closed the deal.
Absolutely. And you came into the show as season 3. So what was it like coming into the show with the cast that's already pretty much established themselves and have that chemistry? What was it like for you coming in?
I ain't gonna lie, it was weird because naturally the cast was already established, but just the way the show runs, you got to catch their flow. You know, production runs in a certain style. Everything isn't set in stone. So you kind of got to come feel it out and feel your way as you go. I think it was beneficial because they worked my character in slowly. So I got a chance to build a rapport with like Daniel and Tate Diggs, because that's who my character was introduced around. So I started working with them. And when I got a feel for how the show was run, they started slowly working me into the cast. And I started realizing, okay, this is the formula for how the show is run. It's dope though. You know, they were very open and welcoming. Like, you know, once they start seeing you more, it's like, oh, hey, oh my God. Yeah, I know you are. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
But it's a great show. It's a fun show to work on. Fun set.
I bet it is. And when it comes to your character, Jabari, do you have anything that's similar to him? Like, are you and Jabari similar in any way?
Absolutely. Jabari is like Simeon's high school self. Literally, only I played basketball. I didn't play football.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, not that I went to juvie, but just having my fair share of run-ins with the law, you know, trying to find how you're going to navigate this thing. A lot of people may not agree with your decisions or understand your plight or everything you're up against, but you have all the potential in the world. I definitely resonated with Jabari. And I feel like that's why I'm able to bring such an authentic character to life.
Of course. And along with what you're doing in All American, you're also going to star in the upcoming Disney Plus movie, Cheaper by the Dozen. Now, most people know the film that came out in 2003, and there was also the original in 1950. What can you tell us about your character in the film? And what can you tell us about the movie in general?
So my character, I play Chris, right?
Yeah.
The young high school all-star athlete who actually, he's like the man at the new school that Daise, Gabrielle Union's oldest daughter, is transferring to. So he gives her a warm welcome, they meet, and then a love connection sparks. And then from there, we see how my character involves. But the new Cheaper Brother doesn't take off. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, you have the multi-generational and a ethnic cast, you know, all coming together, all blending together. Gabrielle and Zach Braff were a joy to work with. All the kids were a joy to work with. So just expect a fun ride.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very fun movie to watch. And along with that, I think you're going to be in Snowfall next month. Is that right?
That's correct.
Were you a fan of that show? Because I haven't gotten to watch too many episodes of it, but it seems like a very, very strong crime drama. Is that one of those things that you also audition for?
Yeah. I auditioned for that too. First and foremost, like the streets love Snowfall. Snowfall is for the real ones. Snowfall is like the adult viewers. But no, I auditioned for that one too. Literally all my roles I auditioned for. It was dope being on that set because they gave me full range to just play. Yeah. Like just create. The director yelled action and he was just like, basically, Simp, go for broke. And that show, it made it to season 5. It speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know.
It really does. And along with that, I understand you're producing a documentary. What can you tell us about this film?
So that's my dream baby right there.
There you go.
But nah, it's a cliche term. We say like Gullah Geechee Afrofuturism, but really what we're doing is for people who have heard about the Gullah culture or don't know about the Gullah culture, a lot of things that you can research keep us to a narrative that's dated in slavery. A narrative that we all come and present ourselves a certain way, or if you're going to come to the Geechee Islands, you're going to see all of us looking a certain way, and we're more complex than that. And this documentary is the ability to like show all of us in our complexities and how we're taking the culture and moving it in the future in more innovative ways, in more ways as you can't research on Google, on top of finding our own original Gullah Geechee sound. I think for me, it was important. I was thinking about a lot of other influential cultures, but like you have like, go to Jamaica, you have reggae, you know, Nigeria is big for the Afro beats now. Every culture has their distinct sound, but we as Geechees didn't necessarily have one. We had Gullah Geechee musicians, but their model for music would be after rappers who weren't from where we're from, who they saw a formula that it worked for.
Yeah.
So it gives us a chance to really redefine ourselves and showcase to the world who we are in a very authentic way.
It's good stuff. I'm looking forward to that. And when it comes to your career, you actually got started at a really, really young age on Gullah Gullah Island on Nickelodeon. I remember watching that show, and I remember how important it was just because you didn't see a family like that on daytime television, on children's television, you know, just teaching children how to read and write and just to grow up. So when you were growing up, did you realize how much of an impact that show made?
Absolutely not. Hell no. Yeah. I was a child. Like, to be honest, you know, my parents talk about it now. Actually, all the artwork, I'm in South Carolina, my family spot. Okay. This is all my mother's artwork. She's a painter.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But they would say, like, when I was a child, I didn't know I was on TV. I saw mom, dad, and that baby, and I didn't even know that was me. You know? So to be honest, I don't think any of my family knew the impact of it. You know, it was what they were doing. It was work that was meaningful to them, and it was a job. You know, it's crazy. Like, as an adult, I could talk to my parents about it. Like, they didn't understand what fame was going to come from it. They didn't understand like the expectations and the way that they highlighted just Black positivity for the world. They were just going to work, and that's what it was for us. So there was no way I knew what was going to happen. I grew into knowing.
Of course. That's awesome. But the last question for me before I let you go is, you got a lot going on: All American, Cheaper by the Dozen, Snowfall, your documentary. But when it comes to your career and just moving forward, what goals do you have for the next 5 to 10 years?
Man, it's so crazy. Goals change.
Yeah.
I'm looking for, now I'm striving for more ownership with my work. Outside of the roles I portray, for me, I'm driven about owning the stories that I'm telling. Creating original stories that break through the norm of the industry. For me, I feel like there's just so much potential for Black people, especially, in showcasing the totality of who we are, all the complexities that make us us. And looking to get more so on the creator side as opposed to in front of the camera side, or being on camera for the stories I create.
Absolutely. I can definitely see you doing that based on the trajectory that you're going. So, Simeon, that's it for me. Thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Good luck to you on everything. Continued success to you.
Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for taking the time.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, guys, thanks again for joining us. And for more on Simeon and all your favorite stars, be sure to keep it locked right here on popculture.com.